good girl. You're such a good girl. Hello. I'm going to do an update on my Project 10 pan, and I'm pretty excited because I've got some major progress going on. First off, I've got my French-inspired outfit on today. I've got my sailor stripes, I've got my red lip, and I've got my minimal makeup going on. I've got foundation and concealer and just some mascara and liner. So I was inspired by a recent tutorial by Lisa Eldridge, of course. She did one for Lancome. I think it was Lancome Nederlander channel, and it just looks so pretty, and it's so bright and sunny out today that I couldn't resist. So I don't know how good an imitation I do of a French girl, but this is who I am. And this is Rosie. And Ewan's over there somewhere, and I'm sure they'll be barking intermittently because lots of people are outside today and doing things. So anyway, on to the progress. So for Project 10 pan, I have 2 items that I have finished up and am ready to put into the Chanel Project 10 pan bag. So first up, the Ecriture de Chanel, the black liner, is gone. As you can see, I even washed the tip off, so it looks a little bit light. And there is nothing coming out of here. Nothing. And I am turning it and it don't click, it doesn't want to move, it doesn't want to do anything. So all I've got left, ooh, that's from washing it off. All I've got left is this little gold band right here, but you know, all the gold has been washed off. So I really got attached to this while I was using it. It took a long time and a really long learning curve for me to learn how to use it, because it's a twist up and the flow of ink in here was very, very spotty at first. It was either come out in a big glob or it would just not come out at all. So finally learning how to just sort of get the excess on the back of my hand, enough to just get a nice line, a nice continuous line across, and then I would put another shadow over it to make it just pop. And I love that combination. So I feel accomplished, but I also feel a little bereft because I'm not sure how my other liner is going to work, but we'll see. I tried it the other day and it may be fine. It may be fine. But here is number 9. The bag. Then number 8, one of my Nars lipsticks. This is the one in the sheer one in Outsider. So this is what it looks like, and I've poked a toothpick in there just to see how much was in there. There's about, let's say, as much as probably my thumbnail left down in there, but I really don't want to dig in there with a lip brush to use it. I feel satisfied that I have dug as much as I can. You can see there's a dent that goes in, so I'm really happy. I was really enjoying using this like sort of a balm. In the last few weeks I've just been using this continuously, put it on whenever my lips felt dry, and it just wore down, and now it is finished. And I'll just keep this as a reminder of what the color was. I don't even know if I can get any on there. Yeah, I guess you can kind of see it there, but that is sort of what it looked like on my lips. Maybe not, but anyway, I am pretty proud of myself. I think as an adult this is the very first lipstick I have ever completely finished, and it's taken me quite a few years. I've got 2 left to go, but I'm already down by spring. I'm down by 1, so good progress. And that is also going in the Chanel bag. So that is 3 products down. I have 7 left to go. I still have my 2 Nars lipsticks left. I have them in Fast Ride, which is, this is a sheer, so it looks dark, but it's actually not that dark on the lips. So you can see it kind of goes on like that. And I'm looking forward to using this sort of, I'm thinking I'm going to start using this week just to see what it looks like with my current eye makeup, and hopefully doesn't change the look too much, but we'll see. Then I have Nars in Corinthe. This is a discontinued shade. It's a semi-matte, and you can see it is a brownish nude. It is mostly brown on my skin, or on my lips anyway. It looks a little different on the white part of my skin than it actually does on my lips. So this I'm sort of saving for when it gets to be summer and my skin hopefully gets a little bit bronzer. Hopefully. Never does. Just gets red. Anyway, saving that for the more bronzed style makeup that I may be using this summer. I also have the Josie Maran Magic Marker in Quickstep, and yeah, that happens too. So this I have just been laying down as a base, not today, but I lay it down as a base on my lips, which may actually work pretty well with the Fast Ride, and it comes out pretty well at first, and then the tip just starts to dry up. So I have not yet decided to toss it. It's still going, so I'm going to give it a shot and see what it looks like with Fast Ride. So, but when it gets to the point where it just feels kind of gross, I'm probably just going to toss it. Now this is the Maybelline Expertwear, obviously in ebony black, and this is just a Sephora sharpener. This is what I'm using right now to replace the Ecriture de Chanel that I finished. I'm wearing it today, a little bit on the top, sort of just on the outer corner of my top and lower lashes. And it's working fine. It's coming out fine. It's not as dark as, obviously, the Ecriture. It's not as thick, but it's working fine. I wore it with the blue liner, the blue shadow that I usually use to line my lids last week, and it seemed to be fine. So the only thing is that it is very old and the tip does not wear well. It breaks a lot. So as an example, this, I started to measure it today, and putting the very end at the bottom down here, and I measured at the top this big old mark right here, and then as soon as I marked it, the tip fell off, just broke. So I went back to sharpen it, and after I sharpened it, the tip broke again. So I sharpened it again. So after twice sharpening it, it is now down to here. So this may go pretty quickly depending on how much the pencil wants to break, which isn't necessarily bad. It's pretty old, so I can't expect that much. And it's like not my favorite. I have another Chanel Stilo U that I would rather wear. So we'll just keep going till we're down to the nubbins. And as you all know, I have been working on this since mid-December. Well, I've been working on all of these, pretty much all of these since mid-December, but this one especially. This is the Illusion d'Ombre from Chanel in 83 Illusoire. As you can see, I am making very slow progress. The makeup I'm using with it right now doesn't require me to use a lot of heavy sparkle on the lids, so it's just kind of a swipe and a swipe, and then I'm done. So, and I'm not really measuring it. I don't really want to mark up the package because I would like to reuse it, so not really measuring it, but you can see that I have made significant progress from where I started, which there was no progress at all. There was just a flat circle. I don't know if it's realistic to finish this first project tin pan, but I'm certainly going to try because I want to get my money's worth out of it, and I think even though it's dried up, it still does a pretty good job. It makes my eyes look very pretty. I do enjoy using this, and I pretty much use it every week no matter what my look is. This is the Joues Contraste. It's a Chanel blush in Rose Bronze. And I have been slowly wearing this down. As you can see, I am down. I've been working on this side down here, and I've actually stopped using my e.l.f. small stipple brush for this, and I've actually washed this off, and I've started using it just because I can get in to the little crevices in there and see if I can, you know, clean this little side out before I move on to the rest of it. I think I've made a ton of progress on this since mid-December. It's gonna go slow just because it's a blush and it's a little bit dark, but for me, I love it. I love the way it looks. I love the little bit of shimmer it gives. We've got a good relationship, so it's always important to have a good relationship with your makeup. If you hate your makeup, why are you wearing it? And then finally, the pièce de résistance. I know that's not how you say that. I apologize. I have the Chanel Quad, the Le Quatrome in 94 Reflets D'ombre. And as you can see, I've hit pan on all of these shades. This is the infamous shade that I use for my liner that I love. This is the reason I bought this quad. And it is obviously going the most slowly because putting it all over my lid really isn't an option because it just sort of looks black. You really have to use this as a compact line or compact shadow so that it looks blue. I am constantly using this one all the time as a crease, in the crease, with a blending brush. And it makes a nice contour for my eyes, even though it's a little bit sparkly. You don't really see it too much on the lid. I've got pan on the side for this champagne white shade. I know it's really hard to tell, but anyway. So I'm leaving this side mostly and just sort of digging in on the side here, trying to just pan out this side, and then I just use that all over the top as a highlight, brow bone highlight, and sort of as an inner corner sparkle. And then there's the gold shade I really haven't found a use for yet. I will be finding a use for it this summer. Probably as I use Nars Corinthe, I will be using this all over the lid, just because in summer I don't like to wear a ton of makeup and I get really sweaty when I have to walk to work, and just a nice wash of gold would be perfect. So that is where I am. I am down to 7 now. Pretty proud of myself. It's only makeup, so I can't be too proud of myself, but seriously. I finished 3 things so far out of my Project 10 pan, and I haven't given up. I've hit a wall a couple of times, but I haven't given up, and I feel really good about it. So hopefully your projects are going well, and I will see you next week. Rosie says bye. Bye.